In this video, I am going to show you all the free resources available on internet. I am going to start with my own channel first, followed by we are going to go through other resources as well. For example, Google Cloud, Azure Cloud, AWS Cloud as well. Okay? So if you are new to DevOps or if you are a fresher, you can start with this particular playlist, DevOps Home Lab Bootcamp. In here, we have multiple videos. Okay, 10 videos we have, 10 episodes. If you want to do in one sitting, you can follow this particular video, 2 hours, 10 minutes. And you have a repository as well, GitHub repository. It is public. I am going to paste this URL. You can follow each and every episode from here and try to work on each and every challenge as well. Every episode has a challenge to work on, hands on, practical. Okay, now let's jump back here. So, if I go back, first step is like to start with this particular series. If you are a fresher, if you are new to DevOps, if you started learning DevOps, now the second step is Docker Home Lab series. Okay, this series also has 10 episodes. Why I am telling you to learn Docker is because maximum most of the projects are using Docker. So if you know Docker, you can survive in any project in the world. Okay, so we have 10 episodes. These are hands-on practical episodes. Okay, everything which I taught is coming from my own experience. And here we have 2 hours course as well. If you want to do one by one, you can follow along single episode at a time. Or if you want to sit complete for 2 hours, then you can do that as well. And if you go to the GitHub repository, I'm going to make this public as well, this particular repository. Full course, 10 episodes with labs and interview question and answers. Okay. Each and every episode will have its own YouTube link. And if I open this particular episode, you can see all the details. Episode 10, Docker in production. If I open this, you'll have interview question and answers. So it's the same for every episode, episode 1 to 10. Okay. So starting with DevOps Home Lab series, the second step is to learn Docker. This is mandatory. Okay. Once you finish these two, the third step is to learn monitoring. Okay. I'm going to open this playlist. And if you see this, we have 10 episodes in here as well. Okay. Starting from episode 1 to 10. If you want to do it at a stretch, you can do it with this particular video. It is 2 hours video. And I am going to make this repository public as well. DevOps Home Lab Monitoring Alerting Series. If you see, there are 10 episodes in here. And I tried to write a README file as well with each episode YouTube link as well. And if I log in here, you will see interview question and answers in each and every episode. Everything is practical. You have to practice it by yourself. Try to clone this repository, follow step by step according to the video which I taught here. And I would like to show you one more thing here. So for example, I'm going to jump back here into my YouTube studio and I'm going to open this. So if you check the analytics, there are around 3.3k views on this particular single video, and people spend 300 hours, close to 300 hours of watch time on this particular video, and I got 100 subscribers only with this particular video. Okay, and if you look at the comments, first comment, this guy message saying, okay, there is a problem with the source code. I know this because of the newsletter. Previously, I was able to send automatic emails to all the newsletter subscribers, but there is a problem with the newsletter. I'm trying to figure that out. That is the reason I am making this repository public. Also, I'm going to paste the link in the comments, pinned comment. And if you scroll down, most of the people were, let's say, trying to ask for the questions. Sorry, repository. And we have some amazing comments here. For example, if you see this comment, I realized this yesterday. You explain concepts clearly and crisply using real-time tasks. One of the best educators I found on YouTube. I like the spirit. Okay, so you can follow this series. This is completely hands-on production grade. You are going to use the exact same stuff if you join any company. Okay, now I'm going to jump back here. Once you finish these three playlists, okay, DevOps Home Lab Bootcamp, Docker Home Lab series, Docker Home Lab monitoring. Once you are confident with all of this, you can start learning Terraform. We have 1 hour Terraform course as well, followed by, let's say, if you are an experienced person, if you are already working in DevOps, then I would recommend you to start with these particular series. For example, DevOps in Production Real World Simulation series. This has so many videos. You can see everything is, let's say, production based scenarios, real time scenarios, what kind of issues you will see in production environment. I tried to build all of this from my own experience. So try to follow these videos. And if I jump back, if you want to learn ML ops, you can follow this particular playlist. I did not continue this series because I was not getting proper response from the audience. This is also a very good series. If you are interested in learning ML ops, then you can follow this series and let me know in the comments if I should continue the series or not. Okay, once that is done, we have DevOps for beginners to advanced. This is the ongoing series at the moment. So if you see, this is all about thinking. We are not doing anything practical here. It's all about your thought process, how you think in production, in real time situation. If you come across problems, how will you think? Every episode is coming from my own experience. So I tried to do my best to showcase all this in the videos by explaining, by writing, by showing with diagrams. Please try to follow this series. This would be very, very helpful if you are looking for a DevOps job, if you are switching your careers, if you are looking for higher salaries. This series is gonna help you a lot. Okay. This is DevOps true stories, disaster and demos, which happened with different companies. For example, GitLab had some issues. Knight Capital lost $440 million in 28 minutes. 5 DevOps lessons from a 3-hour meltdown. SSL outage. Netflix built a tool that destroys its own servers. All these videos are also very interesting videos. Try to watch them. You'll learn a lot out of these videos. Okay. This is all about my YouTube related free stuff. Now I'm going to show you the repository as I showed you previously. DevOps Home Lab Monitoring repository. I'm going to paste all of the links in the description of this video. And I am going to paste the GitHub repository link within the respective videos. I have a small request with all my subscribers. If you are liking my content, please give it a star on GitHub repository. Whichever video you are watching, it can be Home Lab monitoring or it can be DevOps Home Lab series. I have only 4 stars here, but the video had 2.5k views close to. The same with Docker Home Lab series. Just give it a star if you are, using my repository. This will increase my repository to reach out to more people. Just come here and give it a star. Now let's look at the Google Cloud platform. If you see, we have a lot of free stuff on Google Cloud that you can learn. A tour of Google Cloud hands-on lab, implementing cloud load balancing for compute engine, Google Cloud fundamentals core infrastructure. 5 hours of content that you can learn for free. Okay, this was updated 9 days ago. So according to your interest, you can look at the path here, and we have a catalog as well. Try to search whatever you want to learn. If you are learning about data, DevOps, anything, you can just search. Come here and search machine learning, cloud architecture. It can be anything. Just try to search here and try to start learning for free. Okay, everything is hands on. If you see, manage Kubernetes in Google Cloud, manage deployments using Kubernetes engine, debug applications on Google Kubernetes engine, collect metrics from exporters. First, you have to know the fundamentals, then jump to Google Cloud and start implementing monitoring and stuff here. Okay, you have challenge lab as well. Now let's jump to the Azure Cloud. This was all about Google Cloud. If you have any comments, questions, just let me know in the comments. I will try to answer all of the comments. Okay, and also I'll try to explain you. If you have any specific question, just try to write it down in the comments. I will try to answer most of them. Now let's jump to the Azure Cloud. Azure Cloud also has very good documentation. It's all about your interest. If you want to learn Google Cloud or Azure Cloud or AWS Cloud, every cloud has very good documentation. If you see, I tried to bookmark here Azure. Okay, and in the roles here, I selected administrator. Okay, AI edge engineer, AI engineer, and I selected DevOps. If you want to learn data related stuff, you can select data engineer, data scientist. I mean, there are so many different options here. Also, we have levels here. If you are a beginner level, you can select the beginner level, and it will try to show you the modules. Describe cloud service types, introduction to cloud infrastructure, describe the benefits of using cloud. I mean, if you are a beginner, you can select beginner here, levels, and you can start learning. Okay, and if you are an intermediate person, you can do the same. I'm not sure how many of you know about this particular documentation. I myself use this documentation to upgrade my skills. Okay, I know it's not so easy to follow the documentation, but if you start using it, it will be very easy. You'll get used to this stuff. Okay, and if you see, develop a RAG based solution with Microsoft with your own data using Microsoft Foundry. You see, you can start learning it. And I'm going to go back here. Choose and deploy models from the model catalog in Microsoft Foundry portal. I use Azure Cloud a lot. I have very great experience around Azure Cloud, Microsoft Azure Cloud. So that's the reason I know in detail about this particular documentation. So if you are interested in any topic related to DevOps, administration, or AI, how we can use AI to improve our day-to-day activities, use cases. If you want to see, let me know in the comments. I am planning to start sending AI related use cases on my newsletter, most likely in the coming days. So if you are new to my channel, try to subscribe. And I was also trying to send all these, source code repositories, which I'm going to make it public very soon, because there is some problem with the newsletter. I'm using the free version. I'm not paying anything because I don't want to pay any money for, just sending out emails. Let's see if I get any kind of, sponsors in the near future, then definitely I'll try to pay here and try to send you emails in terms of, source code and all. For now, I'm not going to send this particular source code for the newsletter subscribers, but I am definitely going to share you interesting use cases using AI as well, and normal DevOps related, MLOps related stuff. Okay. Now we finished Google Cloud, Azure Cloud as well. Now let's look at the AWS Cloud. So AWS also has very, very good documentation. If you see AWS Cloud Essentials, you can learn here. And I'm going to open this. See here, clearly it's showing us what is AWS Cloud. Okay, you can read it from here. It's all about, the interest. If you are keen about, learning stuff, you will learn it from anywhere. You will learn it from YouTube channel, you will learn from documentation. It's all about, your interest in learning and exploring, new things. Now let's look here. If you see the AWS documentation, you have Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, Amazon Simple Storage Service, Amazon DynamoDB. So everything is, let's say, present here. Same like, product category, how we have in Azure, we have the same in AWS as well. You can open all these links and, start doing practical hands-on stuff. First of all, if you are new, don't directly jump to clouds. Try to understand the basics from here. Start implementing stuff on your own virtual machine, or let's say own laptop, and try to create a virtual machine, which I showed in this particular video. Once you are familiar with, the concepts, servers, networking, all of that, then jump to any cloud. Okay, it can be Google Cloud, Azure Cloud, AWS Cloud. Most of the cloud services are almost similar, just the naming convention is a bit different. In my opinion, most of the cloud services are similar. They provide, same things, just naming is a bit different. And some clouds provide better services, some provide less services. Every cloud is, master in a particular field. For example, Google in terms of, big data and stuff. Okay, we have Azure Cloud as well, and then we have AWS. So you can start with any cloud. First, try to familiarize yourself majorly on your own laptop. Okay, try to learn things the hard way first by, following the videos from my channel, then jump to any cloud. Definitely I'm going to start creating content on cloud the same way how I was doing for on-prem. The only reason I'm not starting, because I would like to, finish on-prem, because people don't want to spend any money on, learning with respect to cloud. They don't want to create any accounts, or they are afraid of losing a lot of money by using, cloud services in AWS or Azure or Google Cloud. So that's the reason my focus is to show maximum whatever I'm showing, the same stuff can be done on cloud as well. Okay, the same stuff. But the thing is, you are going to use different commands. Terminology would be a bit different. You'll have AWS console, AWS command line, Azure has its own command line and stuff. Their way of, calling the networking, or let's say virtual machine, they call it in different ways. Okay, each and every cloud. If you know on-prem, if you are, let's say, perfect in on-prem, if you are able to create a virtual machine, network, all of this stuff on your own computer, easily you can relate with any of the cloud. It can be, Oracle Cloud, VMware Cloud. I mean, we have multiple clouds. Most of them are doing the same thing. Okay. Everyone has their own, way of selling their service. We are trying to buy the service according to the company's requirements, project requirements. There is a lot involved in this. I mean, why are we using Azure Cloud? Why can't we use one single service? Okay, one single cloud. Because they don't want to depend on one particular cloud. If something happens, something's not working in a particular cloud, they are trying to distribute across, multi cloud, we say, right? So that's what is happening. All right. Okay. One more thing I would like to share. If you are interested in learning about your own self, what to learn, if you are not clear about, if I'm doing something right or wrong, if your learning path is correct or not, if you are confused, you can schedule a 15 minutes call with me. And if you want to work on real production failures, the way I teach on my channel, you can buy this and work hands on. Nothing is provided like step by step process. How you work in a company, the same way I am trying to prepare these incidents. You'll have a readme file, you'll have documentation, you'll have architecture.md file, you have the source code. Everything is, let's say, separated. Each incident will have its own files, own source code, own documentation. You have to read it, debug it, fix it. And also there is, let's say, a solution.md file which will show you the steps how to solve the problem step by step. If you are unable to solve, then you can refer that. It's not like just blindly copying that solution. First, you have to work by yourself and then go and refer. If you found a different way of solving the problem, always welcome. You can share that solution with me. I'll refer it. If it was the right way, wrong way, I'm going to give the feedback. It's up to the individual. I mean, if I open this, you will see 5 real world production failures: infrastructure, CI CD, releases, runtime, on call. If you work on this, it's not that you are going to get a job instantly, but you are going to learn. I wrote in detail about what exactly is this. This is not a course, not a tutorial, not a step by step training. This is a hands on DevOps incident lab where systems are intentionally broken and everything looks green. In every lab, you have the system starts in broken state, logs look fine, CI/CD may be green, all of that. I'm going to share this link as well. If you are interested, you can, go through this description very, very clearly and then decide. There is also recommendation that you should have at least 4 gigabytes of RAM, 2 virtual CPUs, Ubuntu Linux environment. Recommended is, let's say, 8 GB. So this is not for everyone. You should be familiar about, Docker, Kubernetes, Bash. You should have some experience. Freshers, please do not take this. I clearly wrote here. By this, if you know Docker, have used tools, freeze during incidents, want real and interview on-call confidence, do not buy this. If you want beginner tutorials, expect videos explaining every step, want copy paste commands, are brand new to DevOps. This would be very, very uncomfortable. Okay. If you are looking for challenges, then I would definitely recommend you to go and try this and give me the feedback about your experience. I might, create more such incidents in future. This is, let's say, not mandatory that you need to buy it and do it today. It's up to the individual. First, get yourself familiar with DevOps. If you are working in DevOps, if you are, trying to switch careers, if you are looking for confidence, then this incident is for you. Now, I would like to show you one more thing. If we go back to my channel and look at the playlist, I would like to show you the analytics of this particular video as well. It got 2.4K views and people watched 256 hours. and I got 66 subscribers. Okay, that means this video was, let's say, very, very useful for the people. It's not that my other videos are not useful. Each and every video on my channel will definitely give you a lesson. I will not make any video which will not have value. It can be shorts or long videos as well. Whatever is, comfortable for you, you can watch. My suggestion is try to do hands-on practical as much as possible. Okay? That way only you learn. If you just come sit for 2 hours, watch my video, that would be with you only for next few minutes. Next day you will completely forget everything. So my suggestion would be try to watch the video, try to do hands-on practical by following the video. If you are stuck, try to debug. If you don't know anything, try to comment on my video. Definitely I'll try to answer your questions. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and try to watch the latest video on my channel which I posted yesterday. This is very, very interesting topic. It's about OpenAI, 800 million users. How did they scale? So I created in my own words by reading their documentation. And guys, if you find my content useful, please give it a like, drop a small comment saying thanks, so that YouTube will try to push videos to more and more people. I am trying to provide as much information as possible for free. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.